Kirst, everybody knows that we are total IKEA fans. And what have we found recently that we didn't even know existed before?
I know, I'm so excited. They've got a podcast series, which has been really fascinating. I have really enjoyed listening to it. And my favourite one so far has actually been the conversation with Ina from IKEA. It was all about design to doorstep. And I found that was my favourite one. What about you? What was your favourite?
I think the concepts are the thing I've loved the most. So IKEA work really hard towards positive climate action, equality, and their products are so sustainable. There's even some episodes that I kind of geeked out on that are the meaning behind IKEA product names.
I knew you were going to love them.
Yeah.
So check out the IKEA Australia podcast series.
Hello and welcome to the Art of Decluttering podcast. I'm Amy Revell.
I'm Kirsty Perugia, and it's a beautiful day here. And we have another guest.
I love guest days, and this guest is a super special guest. This guest is one of our staff members and one of our good friends, Jackie.
Hello.
That's the only time I'll ever call you Jackie, I promise.
Yes, good. Yes.
I get in trouble. It's always Jack.
It is, but it's spelt Jac.
Yeah.
Just to differentiate.
From what?
A boy.
A boy.
Yes.
My sister's name's Jackie, so that's how I spell Jack.
Yes. Does she get called Jack as well?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And her last name's McDonald, so it's Jack Mac.
Well, mine's Jack Raps.
Oh, yeah. You guys could create a band.
Her Jackie, she's actually Jacqueline.
So is this Jacqueline.
Yeah, and it's the same too. It's QE.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Enough discussions about my name.
I know. Sorry.
Great start to the podcast.
It's just funny because whenever I say Jack, and I'm talking about you, like, I said, oh, I rang Jack last night. And she goes, oh, what'd you ring your sister for? I was like, no, our Jack. Like the Jack, our mutual Jack.
Yes.
So tell us a bit about you, Jack. Tell us about your family, about what you've done career-wise maybe in the last...
Ever.
Few years?
Oh, a few years, okay.
Or ever?
All right. Well, I started off my life as a primary teacher, which is something that I did for on and off, in between having my kids for 20-something, 30 years maybe. Yes. So that was something that I absolutely loved, and it's part of my love and psyche, and you know that, Amy, because I taught your son in grade 3. We did meet.
We met over parent-teacher interviews, but very rarely we talked about test results, and we were like just becoming best friends.
Yes. Well, I think our first conversation, I asked you what you did for a job, and you said you were a professional organiser. And I got really excited and said, oh, if I wasn't a teacher, that is what I would be doing. And you're like, oh, wow. And so we just talked about that most of the time when we should have been talking about Jesse, but...
He was doing fine.
He was.
Well, he's not now. He's grade 3 teacher. If she had been paying more attention...
Thanks, Kirsty.
Staring you.
So after being a teacher for quite a few years, I needed a little bit of a break, to be honest. So, I was a teacher for a lot of years, and then I had a few little, personal things happen in my family. My daughter wasn't well for a little while. My mum was sick and dying for a couple of years. So during that time, I suppose, I was teaching full-time, managing a family life, trying to hold everything together, which I think I did really, really well, probably too well. Yes, and I put all of my efforts into looking after other people that needed it. And, when everything was okay, surprisingly, that's when I sort of fell apart a little bit and thought, oh, I'm not doing too well at the moment. So I took some time off, actually, just took some time off teaching. And my husband was starting a university degree at the time, so we decided to do some travel. So, Kirsty, don't be jealous. But, yes, we did quite a bit of travel that year. And, Amy knew that I was not working as a teacher and sort of, took me aside and said, we'd love you to do some work with us. So I did, and it was absolutely amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I suppose, the first time that you were interested, I made you come over to my house to have a look. Didn't I, Amy?
You wanted to make sure it would like pass the test. I was like, this is the most minimalist organised house that I've ever been in.
Yes, so I showed her all of my drawers and
I
everything.
had to look at everything.
Just to prove that I was worthy of Amy. So what are you shaking your head for,
Her house
Kirsty?
trumps mine so much it's not even funny.
I'm shaking my head because you don't need to prove anything to anybody.
Well, this is a couple of years ago when...
Yes. I know, and the theme is still running strong, Jack.
So that's how I sort of fell into professional organising, working with Amy, and I've yet to work with you, Kirsty, but I'm looking forward to that.
It'll come.
Yes.
It's coming.
How long ago do you reckon that was now? When did we start together?
3 years ago.
It's been a while.
Yep. We've done a lot of fantastic jobs in that time. Oh,
Do you have a favourite?
I remember them all.
I know.
I remember the intricacies of all of them and people's stories and, because you engage with your customers and clients and, you become like their friend. I know it's awful to say, but you really love them during that time. Just like when you're teaching, you love your kids for that year and forever. When I see Jesse, even though he hates it. And
he doesn't. He still gives you cuddles.
He actually does.
He does.
But, you see your kids and families at the shops and it's always lovely to see them. And I'm still on, Facebook sites, the decluttering sites, and I love it when people put their photos and give me updates or give us updates on that. It's really lovely. So, yeah.
So what does your family look like? You're obviously married because you go travelling with your husband.
Yes. So, I was a single mum for quite a few years when my kids were 1, 3 and 5.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was a single mum for probably about 5 years looking after them. So a lot of energy went into maintaining a stable life for them. And my house had to reflect that as well because I've got an Aspie girl who responds really well to boundaries and routines and, spaces that work and predictable, all those sorts of things. So, but I've always been like that. Even when I was a little girl, my bedroom was always spotless. I shared with my sister. So I did all the work. No, she's pretty good. Yeah, she's pretty good. But, I used to help my mum with the housework and the cooking and I just loved organising things. I'd change the bedroom around every couple of months and, I've always loved that. My kids laugh at me about it. They think I'm pretty ridiculous sometimes. I find it just being in control. I don't like that word. Being
yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Being in control of my surroundings so that it functions well is really important to me. And, so I've always maintained a nice, tidy house. And I actually get a little bit of stress relief if I come home from work and it's been a hard day, for example. I'll sweep the driveway or do a few little things just to keep on top of things so that I can relax. So, yeah.
Hi, Simon. How you going?
I was going to say, it's so what Simon does, isn't it? Like that's
exactly.
Yeah.
You know how Amy is like larger than life on the podcast? Well, imagine having that in your home. It is phenomenal. She gets things done so quickly. She can come in and absolutely power boost any of your decluttering that you can do by yourself. You are going to do it 5 million times faster if you have Amy come alongside you to support, encourage, motivate and keep you on track. So if you live in Melbourne or the greater Melbourne area, Amy is your girl.
So if you're ready to have a little bit of my decluttering magic in your house, email us at hello@theartofdecluttering.com.au. Send us a message on Instagram or Facebook. Any way you can get in contact with us, get in contact because I want to come and I want to help you get freedom that you've been dreaming of. All right, back to the show.
So what are your favourite types of work in professional organising? What are your favourite rooms or your favourite types of jobs that you get sent out on by us?
I love them all.
No, I know you love them all.
Yes.
I want you to be specific.
Okay. I think one thing that I can do, and Amy will probably vouch for this, is that, when I was a single mum, I didn't have a lot of money. And so, I didn't have IKEA containers or, great shelving and things like that. So I'm very good at using containers and boxes and all those sorts of things that you have around the house and repurposing them and repositioning them and looking after, that sort of aspect. I love kids' bedrooms because, I love kids' bedrooms.
You're awesome at kids' bedrooms. My gosh.
I kitchens because I love to cook. I do a lot of cooking and organising in kitchens, fridges, pantries. Garages I do love as well.
You do?
Yes, getting all that stuff out.
We do enjoy like the physical work, don't we?
Yeah.
It's something about just doing the hard work.
Yeah, and I think there's been some really big jobs that we've done together, and in particular I remember a garage that was really, really full, and I think we just absolutely aced that with our customer, and she was so excited because we could work as a team. So Amy set up a big trestle tables outside the garage, and I just got everything down, popped them onto the trestle tables, and then Amy and the customer, went through everything, and then I'd box them up and put them back, or take things out to be recycled or put them in the the appropriate bin. So yeah, I think having two of us at a job that's a really big job like that, even some of the homes that we've done, Amy,
we've done so many. I was just thinking, we've done heaps of interstate jobs together too.
Yes.
I don't travel anymore without my Jac.
Yes.
I've been on more holidays with Jac than I have with my husband. But can you remember?
Have they been holidays though?
Well, once we get home,
yeah. I usually cook Amy dinner.
She cooks
every night.
I'm sorry, girls. That's not a holiday. Going and doing work.
It is for us.
Yes,
it is for us.
It is.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying I'm sorry that's your definition.
We love
a definition of a holiday. I'm fine with the cooking part.
Yeah,
but the definition of a holiday is to actually rest or see sights and seeing somebody's garage.
Yeah,
I know, and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we packed up a whole house in Perth.
The Perth job was incredible.
Was
yeah, see, that's the right word for it. Job. Not holiday.
We have a great time.
And that's fine because when you work, you should be having a good time. I've got no problem with you ladies having fun.
We actually enjoy each other's company.
We do. We have a great time.
I am not having a go at that. I am saying that the definition of going interstate is work. And you can have some fun at work, but it's not a holiday.
Nuh-uh, sister. Don't they say that a change is as good as a holiday?
But it's not.
It is.
I'm telling you.
It is.
I think she's a bit jealous, to be honest.
Yeah. I think she wants to come with us and eat your food.
In desperate need of a holiday.
I think, Kirsty, next time you can come with us on our holiday, okay?
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
Okay. You have done many interstate job/holidays together. Tell us about them, girls.
Okay, which one do we want to talk about?
Oh, where was our first one? Was Tassie or Queensland our first interstater? I think it was Tassie.
Tassie was fantastic. We went to the beach.
Oh, Tassie was beautiful.
On our holiday, Amy.
The best souvlaki's ever.
Yes, we did. We did have the best souvlaki's over there.
I know. I'm just going to block Kirsty out at the moment, but it's awesome. So what happens is when someone wants an interstate job booked is because of the nature of it. So usually clients might book like once a week or once a fortnight to get a job done.
Suburban.
Correct. Yeah. Local.
Clients. Yeah.
Or they might say, hey, I'm going to take 3 days off work, so let's do it quickly. But the nature of an interstate job means you have to fit a lot of hours into the day and a lot of decluttering in a short period of time because the longer you're there, the more expensive it is for the client.
Yeah.
And so we do long days when we're interstate, and then we just, even if you finish at 5, you've got the whole night.
Yes.
Oh, so good. But Tassie was beautiful because we both are not very good in the heat.
Yes.
So Tassie was awesome. Remember the Brisbane job, the humidity on that job?
Yes. Whoa. My hair was really bad during that.
Oh, it's so good. And we've done regional jobs. We did
well, the Brisbane one was a corporate one, so that was great as well. We had to transport a lot of boxes.
Yep. We've done some really good interstate jobs.
Yes.
What type of clients do you have the most fun with, or you feel like you offer the most to?
Oh, that's a great question. I love kids, obviously. I do have a rapport with kids, and obviously I've taught a diverse range of children during my career. children with disabilities, autism, lots and lots of different types. So I do really love working with them and setting up systems with them, because I think that's really important that they have ownership over the systems and organisation that are set up. So kids, yes, I do like working with kids, and anyone, Amy. I love our clients. Yeah.
You love people.
I do love people. I love hearing their stories and, connecting with them, and that makes it, a really beautiful experience for us helping people, but also for our clients to feel that they can connect and be open and honest with us as well. That's really important.
We love you.
You're also really, really good with teenagers. Yeah.
Except my own.
Isn't that the story for all of us?
Actually, that's not true.
You are very good with your own.
Yeah,
but
your own get to you quicker than strangers' children.
Yes. And look, I understand that, because when, a mum of teenagers says something, what do you know, mum? But when, you're a professional organiser and you come into somebody's home and you're working with the teenagers, the mums love it, or the parents love it, because, you're somebody different. The teenagers may listen to you a little bit better than what they do to their parents. So, that's where we can be really useful in coming in and working with teenagers. And I've worked with autistic teenagers, as you know, Amy. Oh, I loved her. She was awesome. She was fantastic, because she was very similar to my girl. So I had some great strategies and humour that worked with her as well. Yeah, so I'm happy to work with anybody. Yep, anyone who needs some help.
What do you love doing in your spare time other than cleaning your house and cooking for Amy on your holidays?
She's still going back to this, isn't she?
She's not going to let it go.
Never. I'm never going to let it go.
What do I do in my spare time? I love travelling.
She's looking at me cheeky because she knows how much I love travelling.
Yes, I do love travelling, and I love researching things about travelling, as you've seen from my overly long and descriptive Facebook post from my last trip. But I actually spent a bit of time on the Art of Decluttering community page and checking through people's posts, because it's really nice to look through and see where people are at and see the support, to be honest. Like, the support for your community members is just beautiful. And that's probably one of the reasons why I wanted to come on today, because Jackie Rapsy likes this or makes a little comment, and people are probably thinking, who is that? it's me. I'm not just some random person. I'm somebody who reads and likes things and, wants to go on the journey with you and give you that encouragement. So
we should just make you a moderator, and then people will know.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
perfect.
But yeah, and that's why we wanted you on, because we love you. We're so proud to have you on our team, and we wanted people to get to know you.
Thank you.
We had Carly on a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
But you work even more with Amy. So we wanted to make sure that people in Melbourne in particular, but, when you come to my interstate jobs.
For a holiday. I'm open to that.
Hamilton Island, here they come.
We'll be going on proper holidays, Jack. But yeah, people in Melbourne who would love to have the Art of Decluttering come in physically to help them. Then you are our go-to girl.
Yes,
and
thank you.
You're part of our team. And also, as you said, the Facebook community and our Head, Heart and Home course benefit from you as well.
Love it, yes.
Jac, I love it when we get client inquiries for Melbourne and they might say something. I'm like, oh, Jac's your girl. Like, I know last week we got an inquiry for a family where both daughters are on the spectrum.
Yep.
And I was just saying to the support worker, oh, my goodness, I have the perfect staff member for you. And I think that's beautiful as the three of us and team members that come on, we can go, oh, Kirsty is your person for that. Like, she just has experience in that and understanding and knowledge and compassion, and we can really match people. I think that's a strength that we have and that we're growing in as well.
Yeah, I think so too. So I'm heading off to work with that awesome client this Thursday, which I'm really excited about. Yes.
Well, we really appreciate you. We called you, sent you a text message a couple of hours ago and said, can you come in? We really want to talk to you on the podcast. So you drove all the way from your Lambie to help them.
10 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah. Things I do for you.
I know the sacrifice, being picked on and teased by me. We really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
We adore you. I adore your love of eucalyptus oil and mints that are so strong I can't have them because it blows my brains off. And the fact that you drink the wrong version of Diet Coke.
Oh.
You drink that weird one.
You've never brought that up as an issue before, have you? I thought you were going to say you drink too much red wine. I was going to say, damn it, why did you have to discuss that?
I thought you she was going to the red wine as well.
No, yours Coke Zero. Kirst,
And I wanted to say I love your compassion for our clients, but I also love your interaction on our Facebook pages. Like, you're always encouraging, always supporting, and I really appreciate that. And I am really looking forward to doing some jobs with you in Hamilton Island. So, or actually, preferably Italy. So if anybody's listening that wants Jac and I to come to Italy, because Amy's never going to Italy.
Oh, really? Why not?
You don't want to go travelling?
I don't have a travel bug.
Oh. Yes. Jac and I clearly do.
Yeah. So, I'll go to Hamilton and you guys can go to Italy.
Oh, gladly.
Yeah. We'll go. We're your international peeps.
Correct.
Jackie and Kirsty.
Yes.
Not Jackie and Kirsty Thompson, but Jackie and Kirsty from the Art of Decluttering.
We'll come and do all your international trips.
Yeah. Because
unless it's New Zealand, in which case iBag's going. You can go everywhere else.
Okay.
Do you have a review for us, Kirst?
I do have a review.
Don't forget to rate and review and leave your review on iTunes for us for all the reasons that we tell you every week.
Yes. This one is from Jacs and Chlo.
Did you leave a review, Jac?
No, it's JacsChlo&EmsMum from Canada. She says that the Art of Decluttering is a must listen. If you don't know where to start here. Hands down the best podcast if you want to find motivation to get your home, life and family in order. Thank you, the mum of Jacs, Chloe and Ems.
Hopefully Jacqueline, Chloe and Emily.
I don't think it may not be Jacqueline.
Oh, is it a boy Jac?
I don't know. It's Jax.
Jacs.
You guys always argue about
names.
The names in the...
Thank you.
We should have 2 copies of them rather than just me looking over at Kirsty, who has a copy of it. I hope that you kids keep your rooms tidy for your dear mother.
Yes.
She needs you to... Yeah.
Yes. all mothers need their children to keep their rooms tidy.
We sure do.
Some dads too.
Yes, that's true.
If you're ready to have Jac or Kirst or myself or anyone out to declutter, send us a message, hello@theartofdecluttering.com.au, and we'll get back to you. And if you live outside of Melbourne or Sydney, you can either pay for these girls to travel anywhere in the world, or we can connect you with organisers in your local area. Jac, thank you.
You're welcome. Lovely chatting with you girls.
We love
Have
you.
a good week, everyone.
Have a great week.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us.
If you've learnt something awesome today, we'd love you to leave us a review on iTunes or Facebook so others can find our podcast too.
Don't forget you can see the show notes in your podcast app or over at our website, artofdecluttering.com.au. So if there's anything you want more info on, check it out there.
If you'd like to join our supporter community, you can do so over at patreon.com/theartofdecluttering.
We hope you have a great rest of your day
and enjoy the freedom.
Welcome to Acast Recommends. Every week, we pick some of our favourite shows, and this is one we think you're gonna love.
Okay, yes, sir, we've had a problem here.
A dramatic rescue mission from the depths of space.
You're 200,000 miles out. You're in a spacecraft that's dying.
13 Minutes to the Moon Season 2 tells the real story of Apollo 13.
There's one whole side of that spacecraft missing.
I literally got on my knees and prayed.
13 Minutes to the Moon.
Well, we don't have much time.
From the BBC World Service.
We're not going to the moon anymore. We're going to just be damn lucky to get home.
Acast is home to the biggest podcasts from Australia and around the world. Subscribe to this show and hundreds more now via Acast or wherever you get your podcasts.